Hi, my name's Paul Ryder and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to Toffee TV. We're looking forward to Everton's quarter-final trip to Middlesbrough in the old Capital One Cup, the League Cup.
You're looking forward to it. I'm not.
It is the quarter-finals at the Riverside, somewhere that I didn't enjoy watching Everton in an FA Cup game once. Walter Smith's last game, we all know how this went, or that went.
Yeah.
Big game, Baz, big game. Big game, big chance to get into the semi-finals of the League Cup.
That's what to say.
You're not confident, are you?
Not at all. And people are going, moan about things, but the reality is I'm not confident in the slightest. If we can't contain Bournemouth, then we're bound to get Stuart Downing, David Nugent off, aren't we?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because, like you just said there, we win at Bournemouth. We go into this game absolutely flying as fans. But we're all quite down about the whole thing now. We're all thinking, yeah, we all know what's going to happen next. It's Middlesbrough. It's a tough trip. A couple of days afterwards, we haven't got McCarthy. There's going to be a couple of changes. And you're just thinking the worst straight away. Because one of the things I'm thinking is, Middlesbrough will look at the tape of Everton on Saturday. And they'll be thinking is, we don't need to sign out football leagues. We just need to get at them, get into them. And they'll crumble, because that's what it looked like from that game. I think when teams have a go at us and they're not don't get me wrong, I thought Bournemouth played well, but when they actually got stuck into us, we didn't look up for it, and that's what Middlesbrough will be saying. You know, home game Tuesday night, the conditions will be a little bit rubbish, let's say, because it is a little bit rubbish out there at the moment, and they'll just be thinking, get at these. Because we've seen it before, you know, the two trips we've already had in this tournament already, you know, going to Barnsley, going to Reading, we were getting beaten both games. We didn't look up for it at the beginning of these games, but our quality got us through. Middlesbrough are sitting second in the Championship, they're flying, they won on Saturday, and it's just going to be a very, very tough game.
Yeah, I mean, it will, and obviously bit down after the Bournemouth game, of course. By Tuesday at 7 o'clock, I'll be bouncing expecting us to win. And you'd like to think that if Everton can match their endeavour, work hard, if Everton can stay organised, then the quality will show through as it shone through at Barnsley and as it did at Reading. But this is much tougher. I mean, you just think last time out against Norwich at home, we'd made 9 changes. We were all over the place. You know, we just haven't played well in this tournament so far, you know, and hopefully that'll change on Tuesday. But it'll be a tough game. You know, they've got Downing, who, whether you like,
could still be playing in the Premier League, couldn't he?
Still a decent footballer. Nugent will have a point to prove. You know, still scores goals for them. We've got other good players in there as well. It's a difficult place to go anyway. Everton's record up at Borough isn't great. I know we got a couple of wins there, but it wasn't a regular place. We won. I know we normally needed James McPartland to score goals there for us to win. I know
no one ever wants James McPartland to need to score.
We did in the 90th minute of one game when he pinched it. I remember us beating them on Boxing Day or around Christmas 2-0 when him and Johnson scored. But it's one of those, it's a game where them as the home side should be really up for this, because it's a chance for them to get into the semi. They're playing well. It's a Premier League team. Us as the away side, this is a chance for us to get Saturday out of our systems very quickly, because, you know, we'd have won Saturday, we'd have ungone on Saturday, like you said before. We come into this with a little spring in our step. We'd have just taken 10 points from 12. We got a chance of a semi-final, a home game to come after that. You're looking and thinking everything's rosy. I said to you before that I'd looked at Everton's next few fixtures before Saturday and was thinking, win here, but I know Everton too well to know that in them games, and my mate said it to me on Saturday, in a lot of our unbeaten runs, when it's even 8, 9, 10 games, there's always a couple of Bournemouths in there. There's a couple of games where you look back and go, how didn't we win that game? And I'm just hoping that it hurts them as much as it's hurting us at the moment, that result, and that they come out on Tuesday, get it down, match them for endeavour, get the football going, get Lukaku some chances, and be ruthless this time.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. Then maybe it'll work the other way. Maybe the fact that Saturday was so disappointing that those players will come out on Tuesday and say, right, we can't afford that. Let that happen again. We're playing well. We're in a good spell at the moment. Let's keep it going and let's not give these anything. Let's be up for this from the start. And
First goals, massive.
And let's make sure we get ourselves into the semi-final of the League Cup. You know, 2 leg of the third. Then anything could happen. So hopefully Saturday it won't be a case of feeling sorry for ourselves. It'll be a case of players going, do you know what? We were rubbish on Saturday and we can't afford to let that happen again.
Definitely. I mean, as a player, when whatever level of football you played, when you've had a result that's been disappointing, you just want to play the next game, and I'm quite sure they will. There'll be changes, you know.
Shane, go on, tell what do you think?
Well, I expect Joel will come in. I expect Joel to come in, so therefore we've got a chance of a clean sheet. I expect. I'm hoping, and I'm. You know, you mentioned me going to theatre and all that. I've been praying that Leighton Baines is back ASAP because I just want to see a football and left back. You know, and that's nothing against Brendan Galloway, who's been fantastic. But I just think experience and everything. I think he's already played more games than he would have expected to. I'd like Bainesy back in there. I think set piece deliveries. I think just being able to be stuck out on that left side and be able to whip a great ball in, something which Galloway doesn't do. He doesn't. I don't know why. I don't know whether he's confident in his crossing ability. He's done it. Chelsea at home, I can remember when he put that one in for Naismith, and other than that, he doesn't really do it. And I think Baines gives us that little bit of balance. So I think if Baines is anywhere near fitness, he may come into the side. Obviously, we're going to lose James McCarthy, aren't we? So that's a tough choice. Cleverly. Because it's.
I know he's not the same kind of player. I don't know how far where Besic is.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I know he's played under 20. I don't know. Cleverly may have to play in there, unless Gibson. I mean, Gibson's on the bench.
We'll be missing that bite then, or we will be missing that play.
He'll be missing the legs, but it depends. What he could do is he could take out Kone and put him on the bench. He could play Cleverly on the left, Gibson, Barry.
What about Morales?
Well, Morales has got to play for me, so it's whether you play Deulofeu or Morales.
This has been Deulofeu's tournament so far, though, hasn't it? So you'd expect him to play as well. I want as few changes as possible because I want those players on Saturday to come out and be at it.
There's going to be there's definitely 2 changes, and that's the keeper will be changed, and obviously McCarthy's not going to be fit.
I also think, like we've seen in nearly every single round, you start making loads of changes. You bring the likes of Osman in, you bring the likes of Gibson in, you bring in players in then who are not physically at the same level. This is a Middlesbrough team who will be. They won't be making any changes. They'll have played a lot of games so far in the league. They'll be physically flying, and we've got to match that. And if we bring too many players in, like we've seen in the other rounds,
but who would you put in the middle of the park? Because McCarthy's not going to be fit.
No,
there's Groin's gone. He's not going to be fit.
So I suppose Cleverly's probably the only one who can really go in there.
Yeah, he come on and didn't kick the ball, did he?
Unless Besic, I mean, we don't know where Besic is the only like for like.
Well, he
for
went
McCarthy.
away. He played for Bosnia, didn't he?
He did,
and he's played in the 21. So he must be. He played in that bounce game. He must have some football under his belt. So whether you'd throw him straight in alongside, we need someone who is gonna mix it up a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Unless he just drops Ross in there and plays the 3 of them in there cleverly.
It was interesting because I read, did you read the interview with Barkley, and he says he sees himself as an 8, not a 10.
And he used to see himself as a 9. Make your man up.
Scoring goals though, isn't he? So
oh, he is. He's doing very well. He's doing very well. I just hope there's not too many changes. I want that team, because don't forget, we don't play again until next Monday.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of time for recovery. I suppose it's what the recovery time is from Bournemouth. You've got to take that into consideration rather than the next what the levels are.
We know if we bring like Tyus Browning in, and he brings Gibson in, and he brings Osman in, and he play Morales.
If he plays all them,
6 or 7 changes.
If he plays all them, then he doesn't want to win it. He doesn't want to win the tournament.
But he'd argue that he's using his squad.
No, he does. Well, I'm not interested in using squads. I'm interested in winning trophies. It's not a friendly competition. It's not pre-season. I want to win the trophy.
I'm not arguing with it. I'm saying the biggest. I think Joe will definitely play, and I think obviously whoever he chooses alongside Gareth Barry in the middle of the park will obviously has to happen. So there's 2 changes immediately. Kevin Morales. We'd all want to see Morales come in for Coney. So there's 3 changes already.
That's it. That's enough. No more changes. I don't want any more changes. Right? You tell us in the comments. Tell us who you change. Would you make changes from Saturday based on the second half dreadful performance, or would you just go full tilt at Bournemouth?
The thing is, we can win. We'll have more quality, Dana. We should be looking to win this. There's a semi-final of a cup competition up for grabs.
That's all it means. It's a trophy. We want to win a trophy. We want to get back in Europe. If we do that, the second half of the season is happy days. We can just go for the top 4 without thinking of any problems.
3 games from Wembley, people. 3.
Let's have it. Right, tell us what you think in the comments. Subscribe on Twitter. It is at Toffee TV 1. Blues.
Go to the Facebook page and like
let
it. Let
us down, Blues. Do not. Oh yeah, Facebook. Get on Facebook and
that.
like us. Not enough of you are liking us on Facebook.
Even if you don't, just like it anyway.
Do we? Blues, don't let us down, please. You've been letting me down for all my life, for all of his life, and he's well older than me.
Not well older, but older, yeah.
Right, thanks for joining us on Toffee TV. We'll see you again soon.